There is a particular kind of hurt that is very hard to put into words. It is not the pain that comes from a stranger's cruelty or even an enemy's attack. It is something quieter and somehow much deeper. It is the ache that comes when your tenderness, your genuine, open-hearted goodness towards someone was taken and turned against you. When the very care you offered became the thing that wounded you most. Maybe you loved someone freely, and they used that love to control you. Maybe you were honest with someone you trusted, and they used your honesty to humiliate you. Maybe you gave, and when you had nothing left, they called you worthless. Maybe you opened a door in your heart, and instead of warmth walking through it, something cold did. If that is where you are today, if your kindness has left you feeling foolish or broken or afraid to ever be soft again, I want you to know that what happened to you was not right, and it was not your fault. A gentle heart is never the problem. What someone else chose to do with your gentleness, that is on them, not on you. But I also know that knowing that does not always make the ache go away. You may be sitting with a very difficult question right now. Is it even safe to be kind anymore? Is it worth it to keep a tender heart in a world that seems to punish softness? I want to sit with you in that question for a moment. And then I want to offer you something, not an easy answer, because there isn't one, but a few words that have brought real comfort to real people in real pain for thousands of years. Listen to these words from Psalm 31. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart, all ye that hope in the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. There is something I want you to notice in those words. It does not say, be of good courage, and you will never be hurt again. It does not say, be of good courage, and the people who wounded you will change. It does not promise that the world will become a safer place, or that no one will ever misuse your kindness again. What it says is this, he shall strengthen thine heart. Your heart, the very thing that was wounded, the very thing that is tired and tender and maybe even a little afraid right now. That is precisely what this promise reaches toward. Because here is what I believe, and what so many who have walked through betrayal and heartbreak have discovered quietly in their own time. The fact that you were kind was not a weakness. It was, in fact, one of the bravest things about you. It takes real courage to stay soft in a hard world. It takes genuine strength to love people openly, without armor. And when that love was misused, something in you absorbed a wound that you did not deserve. But a wound is not the end of the story. Think for a moment about what it means to have your heart strengthened. Not hardened, strengthened. There is a difference, and it matters. A hardened heart protects itself by closing off. A strengthened heart learns to hold both its tenderness and its wisdom together at the same time. It does not stop being kind. It simply grows deeper roots so that the wind cannot knock it down so easily. That is what this verse is offering. Not the removal of your capacity to love, but the reinforcing of it. Not a shield to keep people out, but a steadiness within you that does not depend on whether people treat you well. And there is one more word in that verse worth sitting with. Hope. All ye that hope in the Lord. Hope is not the same as certainty. Hope is what you hold when things are still uncertain. It is the quiet, stubborn belief that goodness has not been defeated, not in the world and not in you. Even when someone treated your kindness as something to exploit, they did not extinguish the goodness that was in you when you gave it. That goodness was real. It still is. So if you are wondering whether it is safe to be kind again, maybe the answer is not yes or no, but not yet, and that is okay. Healing takes the time it takes. You do not have to rush back into openness before you are ready. But this promise suggests that when you are ready, when you take that tender step again, you will not be doing it alone. There is a presence that sees what was done to you, that sees how hard you tried. That meets you not with judgment for being too trusting, but with something that can make you whole again. You are allowed to be hurt. You are allowed to need time. And you are also held by something that is not going anywhere, a love that will never use your tenderness against you. Wherever this finds you today, whether you are just beginning to name what happened, or whether you have been carrying this for a very long time, you are not alone in it. There are others who have sat in exactly the place you are sitting, asking exactly the questions you are asking. And there is a word that has met them there, gently and faithfully. If these words brought even a small measure of peace to your heart today, I would love for you to stay close. Subscribe for daily scripture comfort and promises of peace, because some days we all need a quiet reminder that we are held. And if there is someone in your life who is walking through something like this, someone whose kindness has left them hurting, perhaps share this with them today. Sometimes the most loving thing we can do is simply let someone know they are not forgotten. Go gently. You are more courageous than you know, and you are not alone.